So I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm playing a new season of Marvel Snap, I really try to climb to infinite. But not just that, I try to do it with a different type of deck to the previous seasons. So that does get a little bit more tricky as we go along because there are going to be overlapping cards at times. But it is a nice challenge to basically say, you know what, I'm not just going to do the same thing as last time. So with that in mind, let's have a look at what I'm going to try and climb with today. Now, I say try and climb with because there are two caveats here. One, right now the meta is full to the brim of Blob Thanos and High Evo, so this is a very difficult deck to climb with. And besides that, it's basically a case of let's just see how much we can win rather than, yeah, I'm going to hit infinite today. So a few little caveats there. But I still think this is actually an interesting deck, Phoenix Force. We've had it for a while now, but it feels like it's finally got to a point where it's actually quite fun to play, and as long as you get the combo off, you've got a good chance of winning quite easily. So let's just go through the cards for those of you who are unfamiliar with them. So first of all, we've got Ghost Spider. Now, I believe Ghost Spider is now a Series 4 card. Let's just check that. Yeah, Series 4, so not too bad that. And the ability is the last card you played moves here on reveal. So very basic, but it's a very good card. Then we've got Human Torch. When this moves, double its power. So very straightforward, but if you keep moving the card, the number obviously gets bigger a lot quicker. Next card, we've got Nico Minoru. After you play your next card, cast a spell, and we've got loads of different spells. I'm trying to think how I do it. There we go. So you can get demons, destroy cards, which is very handy in this deck. We can move cards, also very handy, and so on. So we've got quite a lot of different options with Nico, so she's definitely worth having in the deck. After that, we've got Carnage. Destroy your other cards here, plus 2 power for each card destroyed. Very simple, but very effective. Next, we got Doctor Strange. Now, I feel like Doctor Strange in this deck is definitely replaceable. I'm curious what I would want to change it with, though. Something like Taskmaster might be an idea. Yeah, Doctor Strange is helpful if you haven't got your destroy options, because it does allow you to move a few cards early on. But it does come with that little risk of, okay, if you don't really play the move line, you've basically got a card that's not really doing a lot. So Taskmaster does feel like it's got maybe a bit more viability, but we're going to try Strange for this run. Next up is Multiple Man. So when this moves, add a copy to the old location. Just for the record, I don't think I actually said that. Moves your highest power cards to this location. That was Doctor Strange. So yeah, the idea is Multiple Man's probably one of the MVPs of this deck. If you can get Multiple Man moving, there are going to be a lot of Multiple Men across the board. Then we've got Venom. Again, arguably one of the MVPs. On reveal, destroy your other cards here and add their power to this card, so Venom gets really big really fast. Then we've got Hulkbuster. Merge this with one of your cards here. So yeah, very straightforward, but when you consider we've got the likes of Human Torch, which doubles power, if you were to place Hulkbuster onto a 1-2 Human Torch, suddenly you've got a 1-7 Human Torch, meaning that you're going to be going 7, 14, 28, etc. So definitely worth having. Then we've got Shuri. On reveal, if you play your next card at this location, double its power. So we've got a bit of that with Human Torch, obviously with doubling, but just supposing we can't go down that line, then we've also got options with our next cards, which starts off with Phoenix Force. So supposing you don't draw Phoenix Force straight away and you do Shuri on turn 4, Phoenix Force into Shuri is not a bad option, because supposing you've destroyed Multiple Man or Human Torch, doubling the 5 power and then, as on reveal states, reviving one of your destroyed cards, merging with it, and then being able to move it, you're going to be able to essentially move those move cards for one more turn, which is not bad. We look at, for instance, we've got Human Torch, so if we play, I'm trying to think of a turn order here, say we play Human Torch, then we play Carnage turn 2, we might have to tempo out turn 3, or skip a turn 4 Shuri, turn 5 Phoenix Force. While it wouldn't be effective in a lot of ways, we could then move the Human Torch into a spare lane, like double its power, which would be, just thinking, 14. And then we have got Nimrod's next card, we'll come back to that. On Zola, on reveal, destroy one of your other cards here to copy it at the other locations. So in theory, we could essentially get 2 14 power cards into the lane's final turn. But Nimrod's the other playline, so when we're looking at Shuri doubling power, Nimrod's the plan B. So if we aren't able to play the Phoenix Force line, we've got Nimrod. When this is destroyed, add a copy to each other location. And Arnim Zola is not really what we want to be playing. I mean, if we have to play Arnim Zola on a Shuri Nimrod lane, it's a gamble because we're essentially taking a 50-50 chance that we'll destroy the Nimrod, or we'll be destroying the Shuri and basically just copying 1 power into 2 lanes. So that is not the ideal play line, but as stated, it does have benefits with the likes of Human Torch, Multiple Man. Just as far as if they're in a lane on their own, we're able to destroy them and multiply the power. The ideal play line really would be if you've got the Venoms on the board, sorry, the Nimrods on the board, you can then Venom them and Carnage. So yeah, there's a lot of different lines that I like in this deck. Again, I'm kind of looking at Doctor Strange as the weak link, but I'll tell you what, we'll keep him in, but we'll run him for 5 rounds. We'll run him for 5 rounds, see how we feel with it. If it makes an impact, fair enough, we'll keep it. But after 5, if it's not really doing much, I am missing it on turns, I'll sub out for Taskmaster. So for those of you wondering, again, just for anyone who's new to the game or doesn't really know some of the cards, Taskmaster, on reveal, set this card's power equal to that of the last card you played. So on the off chance you've destroyed and brought a card back with Phoenix Force, then Taskmaster would, in theory, be able to copy a Phoenix Force that is either a 2/8 potentially with Multiple Man, or a lot bigger with Human Torch. So there is benefits to Taskmaster. So we'll leave that for now, but we'll see how it goes. So let's get in. Let's see how we get on. All right, just another mark. Should I take offense at that? I don't know. Alright, so that is a perfect first location for this deck. We are going to play... As tempting as just to play Nico, I think we just play the Human Torch. It's a straightforward choice. It'll destroy the Human Torch. What are we going with Nico next, though? Ooh, we're getting power doubling. That is great for the Nimrod. Okay, we can change a location. That isn't bad. For now, I don't really want to play a card because I'm quite happy with Murder World destroying that, even though we haven't got Phoenix Force yet. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, okay, so they're playing Destroy deck of their own. Okay, this could be fun. Okay, again, this is quite a fun little exercise. So, Titan, 6 cost cards. Okay, chill. So we've got Nico that can move a card to the right, so let's just do that. We don't play into Murder World, otherwise we're going to end up with multiple options for Phoenix Force if we draw it. So in the meantime, let's just do Nico Multiple Man. There's X23, so they're going to get 4 energy next turn. So Multiple Man moves to the right, we get a card back in the middle.
Enough said, bub.
Okay, 6 power Wolverine on the right, 2 power X23 in the mid. Looks like we've got to destroy Veteran as well with these inks. So, I don't really want to destroy a card right now. So I figure let's use Doctor Strange this time. Actually, let's play it over here for now. It only moves to Nico, it's not that great, but we could always then do Nimrod, Venom, as the next 2 cards. Okay, again, that wouldn't be the worst call for us. You know, Lady Deathstrike's a bit of an odd card to see, but I'm not against that. Actually, let's snap back. I feel like we're kind of at a good point. Worst case scenario is they've got, trying to think of the card name, Null. Null would obviously copy all power destroyed, which would be a little bit tricky for me to get around. But let's just see how it plays. We're snapping essentially because we feel there's a chance we can get some good power on the board. We have got the cards we need. It's a Nova, Carnage.
Enough said, bub.
All the cards active get a power. And Killmonger destroys Nico, so no Phoenix Force here anyway, so we haven't got to worry about that. Okay, so 13 power. It's not that tasty here, it's got to be said. So we'll play Venom. And we'll play Carnage. We're playing Venom there because it'll get the 13, and then we'll also get a 8-power Nimrod back on the left. Downside is they could play a card like Null over here and it just basically destroys me. So we're going to see this out. We'll just see how badly it goes. But fingers crossed it's not too bad. Best hope is we can win the mid, and then we've just got enough to cheeky win the left. Deathlock. Death. Jessica Jones. Alright, I would not have expected Jessica Jones. Alright, GG's. 8 cubes. Yeah, that was a very interesting final play. I was honestly expecting Null. Death doesn't surprise me one bit, but the Jessica Jones definitely did. I mean, yeah, I was not expecting that to come out. And I like Lady Deathstrike. I don't see that often enough, so it's very nice seeing that in the deck. But yeah, a bit confusing why no Null, unless they just didn't draw it. Okay, battle number 2, Necrobythus. You know, some people just really like to come up with interesting names, don't they? So yeah, nothing really going on at the moment. It's a bit of a rough hand. I'm thinking we have got Shuri, which does give us an option later on. Actually, Shuri Nimrod is very nice, but we haven't really got anything. I don't want to play a Tempo Carnage. If anything, that's the worst possible play I think I could play. Yeah, I just don't like the looks of any of these. So I think what we do, again, it's not great play, but we're going Tempo Hulkbuster. Because then we can do Shuri Nimrod and then destroy. Okay, so we've got the new Kingpin. I haven't seen much of that, I'll be honest. Shuri. I'm trying to think what they could do to disrupt us, because only Magneto could move a 4 cost or a 3 cost. Or obviously Stegron. Okay, it's not great that, but we can live with it. Got Nimrod. I'm curious if they think I'm going to play Galactus or something. That would be a pretty cool way around this. It'd be a surprise if they're running Professor X in this. Okay, does that still trigger? Yeah, it does, because we played it into the lane. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so we can play Arnim Zola. It's a little low power, but it does a job. And then we'll just play Human Torch, just for giggles. But yeah, that should be a sweet 24 power in each lane. I'm not going to snap on this one because there is a chance something could go screwy, but I think we're okay here. We didn't draw Venom as well. That would have been ideal because then we could have done, like the last game, we could have done Carnage Venom, but Arnim Zola, like I say, he has his uses. We are playing, by the way, on a day where Titan is featured location, so maybe best to pretend that Human Torch isn't doing something here. But you could still draw the location, so it's not like it's beyond the realm. But yeah, we should get 24 in the other 2 lanes. I'm curious if they can match it. I mean, I've got priority, so potentially they've got a Shadow King, but they can only play that in 1 location. And even then, it's still 5/6s. Yeah, that was a long thought they had before retreating. So 2 for 2, we'll take that. Okay, battle number 3, Undersick. That doesn't really feel like sick, does it? It's like Underkick. But it isn't kick either. Anyway, Human Torch, we'll play it on the left, that way if we do have to move things, we're going right to left rather than having to find a way to go left to right. So this is what I was saying before. I don't particularly like playing Torch because it then really... it doesn't feel great because then you haven't got a great destroy option. I think we just skip. We might Venom now though. That was their random card. Did I say we might Venom now? I meant we might Magic now. Oh, I think I was looking at my Venom. Okay, cheers for that, pal. You've kind of done me a favour. Yeah, Yeah, cheers.
Face the might of Asgard.
Okay.
Mjolnir.
I haven't seen a Lockjaw deck like this for a bit. We should be able to outscale it though. At least with the Infinite. So I'm trying to think the best way to play this. We definitely won't move that up for obvious reasons. I think we might just play Nimrod right now because we've got 2 more turns. So Human Torch goes to 14. Ooh. Yeah, that won't do anything. Okay, not great, but not the worst. Didn't fill the location. Human Torch should double now to 14. We got the Nimrod. Okay. So, that is one option. We move the Human Torch into an empty lane and we can just arm him. But we have got the Venom as well, so we can do something like that. I'm trying to think, the last card I played was Nimrod, so maybe we could do something like this. Bit of a weird play. Let's give it a go. Oh, hang on, saying that. Ooh, actually might be alright though, because then we get the Venom. Yeah, go on, we'll play that. We'll actually snap on that if they fancy it. They might not want to play that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just undo that. We're going to do that for now. That will, what I put down will be the end game.
Hail Hydra!
It just occurred to me we wouldn't have a lot of room for the final turn if I didn't. Well, if anything, we wouldn't get another move out of Human Torch. So this definitely felt like a good way to go. Now, sadly, we have got no room in the middle, so that's stuck at 22. But we could go like... Ooh, this one's just a little bit awkward as far as positioning it. We could go like that. Well, by saying that, we don't get any Nimrods moving around then, so that feels like a waste. Yeah, I really wish we got Doctor Strange at this point, oddly enough. Maybe we do that, then that. Or move that, and then... Hang on, how much time have I got? I've got a bit of time still. Okay, so move that across, we can Carnage, and then we can Venom. Hang on, no, leave that. I think that's enough, I think. We might even lose one, we lose one of the Nimrods on the right, so this might not even be an efficient play. I feel like I've just memed this. We won just based on the tiebreaker, so it was worth it, but man, that was messier than it needed to be. I'm sure there was a more efficient way of winning it, but let me just give a fist bump if you're still there. I feel like that was more messy than it needed to be for sure. I mean, you look and you think, we did get the bigger Venom, which was worth it, but arguably we could have locked that game down turn 6 and when I was debating it and I decided to go the Arnhem route. So, yeah, plus it didn't help that I filled this middle lane up. Arguably they went really overpowered there. They didn't really need to play a Magneto. They could have just gone for something a lot smaller. I mean, I don't know exactly what was in the deck, obviously, but I think just playing Sunspot there, which obviously didn't gain any power, it wasn't the most efficient play. Okay, battle number 4. We're up against Iron No Fug. Iron No Fug. Okay, Human Torch, yeah. Some names, man. Okay, now this isn't particularly the way I like to go with it, but what we can do is we can move the human, put the multiple man there, and then if we don't pull something decent on turn 3, we can Doctor Strange and Sinister London. Yeah, that was a early snap. I don't know if it's because I took a few seconds to actually take my turn. Okay, Kingpin, so he's thinking, haha, you've got move cards. I can punish that. On the other hand, I'm like, I don't really care. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely not great. Okay, so we definitely got to go down to the B play line. We can't really rely on any of that. What did I actually destroy technically? It was 2 strangers and a multiple man. So the multiple man would come back with a bit of power. So I think we play that. Actually, let's play that for now. I'm curious what comes back. Strange. Okay, so yeah, you didn't like that. Yeah, this is a bit rough. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely on the rough side. I'm trying to think of the best way I can actually get out of this. I think we've got to put both of them into the middle just to try and give us a bit of power there. And yeah, we're going to Hulkbuster there just to give one of those 2 cards power. But what a final turn move is, I'm not sure.
Spider-Man here.
That's 0 power, so it won't double. But it does confirm what is going to... Okay, that... Yeah. I'm barely keeping up with this, I'll be honest. So, Hulkbuster will go with that, so that gets it to +4, which is respectable after everything that's gone on, if we're being honest. Okay. I don't think there's any decent outline for me here. I think every possible route is just bad. So, how I figure it, we can go... We can go like that, and then just hope that the destructions can cause enough damage or enough power, but I'm not really convinced here, if I'm being honest. I mean, this is what, 12... Ugh. Ow. I'll give this its due. This was a very good counter deck to what I'm running. Yeah, I got absolutely annihilated there. So that was a bad one. Really, I should have retreated. You know, honestly, if you see Kingpin in that situation, you should retreat. But I think there was that morbid bit of curiosity in there, like how bad can this go, and possibly could I play the destroy line to get my way out of it? But I just didn't get the cards. I mean, oddly enough, I got them, just too late. I mean, I didn't really have room by the end to play the Nimrod line. And I certainly didn't really feel comfortable playing the Nimrod Zola line. So at the end, it was just Venom, and yeah, definitely not a good one, that. All right, so battle number 5, I believe we're on. Shinobi. So we've got Ghost Spider in hand. We do not play that on turn 1. If you play it on turn 1, your opponent may as well snap because you look like a bot. That took quite a while. Yeah, again, you don't play Doctor Strange turn 2 unless you've got a card to move, so skip. Zalbu's a little bit interesting. But yeah, again, there's just little to no point playing these cards right now. So, skip. We'll play Shuri. We'll play Nimrod. And we've got 2 more draws, so we're going to hope that we pull a destruction card. If not, we may as well just retreat. Well, let's saying that we could maybe, I don't know. I was going to say we could maybe do something with Ghost Spider, but no, that's a bit unlikely. Also, that was just poorly timed for me. I mean, you know what? I'm going to retreat now. I should have done it last round, but this one I'm going to say, yeah, I'm just not in a good position here. I'm going to say we haven't really got a card to destroy this. We could, like I say, we could try and gamble on him, but we'd end up with 2 3-power Shuri. Well, I say 3-power, probably 2-power Shuris in these lanes, so it's just not worth the gamble. So yeah, just take your cube and run there. Okay, so interesting starting out as far as we've got the 2 destroy cards, but we haven't got anything to destroy. So that is a little bit awkward. Fingers crossed that we can pull something out. By the way, just while they're here, I got this variant today, and I've had this for a little while. It'd be very nice if we could get infinite with this deck, just so I had a reason to take him to infinite border. That's my go-to thing. I like to take my infinite cards, if you like, to infinite borders. But yeah, this again is a bad hand. I can't say we've got a clean line to play. So trying to think what might be beneficial turn 6 with that. Maybe we do Carnage Ghost Spider? Oof. Okay, Venom got hurt a bit there. Yeah, this is really rough. I think we might have to go like that. But no, we can't do that because we haven't got a way to do anything with Nimrod. Yeah, I think maybe we'll just play Phoenix Force there. That is bad though. Okay, that was a bold move. The bold move, Cotton, will it pay off? I mean, if they've got Prof X, which is unlikely, then maybe this works. But I'm trying to think of what you'd be running with Selene. Ah, Hobgoblin. Makes more sense. Okay, let me just work this out. So we definitely need to Venom, because otherwise Carnage is going to do nothing. What's this Nico ability? After you play your next card, give +2 power. We're going to do that. So Nico, Venom. Actually, maybe we do... That works. Messy, but it works. Oh. Yeah, that ain't good. Yeah, I was saying about Prof X, but I honestly didn't think a deck like this would have it in it. I mean, we win a lane, but that's about it. Yeah, that was just, again, a very interesting Selene deck. I mean, I'll give him a fist bump for the fact that I was not predicting the play lines there. But yeah, that was very odd. I mean, the tempo Shang-Chi threw me, because I'm like, okay, what are you thinking I might be playing turn 4? Maybe they were expecting like a Sentry or an Atuma. But you'd have thought then the Prof X had come down to lock down the lane. But obviously they went for the Hobgoblin. Yeah, very interesting. I mean, I like it. It obviously played well for him, but yeah, very interesting. Okay, battle number 7, and I'm already suspicious that we're up against a bot. Because no one really runs the Blue Marvel portrait. Maybe it's someone trying to pretend to be a bot, but that name also looks a bit botty. So again, if they're pretending to be a bot, maybe. Okay, X23 and Forge. Rocks. We don't like rocks. Go on, we'll skip again. The advantage of Superflow is it does give us time to get our higher power cards out, or our higher cost cards out, I should say. Ooh, now that is pretty nice. Because we can go... We can go 1, 2. Actually, no, we can go 1, 2, 3. And the only reason I'm thinking of going like that is to get an extra ghost spider. Alright, that kind of blows. Let's put the Nimrod down. We've got play lines. They skipped a lot of turns as well. So they've got 6 energy this turn. Well, sorry, 7 energy. We were on 6 ourselves. What I'm thinking is we're going to play Ult Buster just to get that up to 11. And then ideally we're going to do Arnim Zola next turn. It's in Shang-Chi range as well, which is kind of nice. 2 deaths are not nice though. Especially considering Nimrod's only 11. So that would get 22 power into that lane, which it isn't really enough. I mean, they've only got 1 death, but still not enough really. So I need to put something in this lane to make sure we've got some power in. I think it's just Ghost Spider. It's a bit boring, but it is something. Oh, you're kidding me. I wouldn't mind, right? But when I saw the snap, I was like, boom, snap. They've got something up the sleeve. Why I didn't retreat, I don't know. Oh, that one. That honestly just sucks. I get Alioth as that card. You know, I'm not even being funny about that, but that just blows, because the worst bit is I could have done that the other way. I could have gone Ghost Spider and then destroyed the Nimrod and the Ghost Spider, or at least tried to gamble on it. But instead, I went and got bloody Alioth. Oh, yeah, that just blows. Ugh. There's some that you just have a sniff that you're going to get caught out like that, and I really should have sniffed that sooner. I'll say sooner, before I clicked end turn. Right, next one. Nico's always interesting. After you play your next card, give it +2 power. We got the option there with multiple man, so we'll take it. And also, this is an instance where Doctor Strange is quite useful, because we can do multiple man in one lane and then pull Strange over whilst keeping a lane empty. So we will, oh, no, we'll do that. Okay, Kair is interesting on their side. Ooh, okay, I think it's a good job that we're moving this over here. Even if it does move back. Nice Cyclops variant, but yeah, I don't really want to see it. Downside is we've not got a lot of room here now. I haven't destroyed anything either, so it's not like I can afford to do Phoenix Force now. I feel like we are going to have to take the hits with Cyclops to make sure we've got room to do destroys. Yeah, so they floated. We will go into negative power here. I would assume a Hulk, if it went there, would still retain... Yeah. I was just thinking that through as far as abilities, and I was thinking, even though the abilities aren't active in there, the card text is disabled, I would have thought it'd still be active, because it's there, you know. Alright, so we'll do Carnage. That'll send a Nimrod over there, and then we can do Phoenix Force, which will hopefully add another Nimrod. Doesn't look great for our points in this lane though. Okay, Scar. Sunspot. So we get 8 power here. Oh, Nico, that... I was going to say, give us the power buff. Okay. I'll take that. I forgot about Nico getting destroyed, so that was actually quite good. But yeah, I did completely forget that I'd also got Nico. I think I was expecting a Nimrod to come back, even though Nimrod's on the board. So that was just dozy from me, but it did work out. I mean, Nico got up to 8 power. She did have the spell of after you play your next card, give +2 power. So I'm assuming if you don't play a card at the end of the game, it just gives Nico the power. So that's pretty cool. And we tied there. It would have been nicer if we could have found another way to get a card there, but oh well. We won the round. We got the 2 cubes. Let's move on. Okay, we got Spider, and he's balling out of control. I've had that one myself, and I'm like, you read that however you want it, pal. Alright, so they're a high Evo player. That's useful information, I guess. Bit annoying it glitches out like that, but okay. So we can do multiple man over there. That's actually quite nice. Yeah, I think we played a multiple man. I was debating if we'd try and do some move shenanigans or anything, but I think the best thing would be if we got Ghost Spider and then we could do... Ooh, saying that, I don't even think we would. I was thinking if we Ghost Spider the multiple man, but it'd be nice if we could play Ult Buster, because we haven't got a Phoenix Force yet. Oh, just as I say it. Okay. I still think we do Ult Buster to try and get a bigger multiple man now. And then the Phoenix Force will be bigger. Because right now I'm not feeling the Nimrod line, but maybe it'll be sooner rather than later we do that. Okay, so we've got 5 power. Let's do that. See, that doesn't thrill me. Let's do that. And let's do that. Two energy floating is not nice. Okay, we know we gotta beat something over there. Okay. Their reactions just got me a little bit worried. High Evo, what are you going to be playing with High Evo? Carrying on the game, right. It's not like you've leeched. Leech would have been a bigger concern to me. Okay. Well, I think on this turn we just move the multiple man and double it. They've got power advantage. Oh no, I was priority. It's alright, I was looking at the board state when the turn started rather than checking priority beforehand, which I should.
2 more shall take its place.
Okay, so 36 left, 19 right. Okay. Hazmat's a tasty pick. We got 7 power. Actually, let's move that one back. Let's just do that. and hope that's enough. Because they should move back. I could have probably been a bit more efficient and moved one to the right. Yeah, I wasn't as efficient as I could have been. Just got me over the line. And really, that's where I should have been more efficient. I really should have moved one more multiple man over. I'd lost track of how many I was moving. That is definitely one of those where you think, I could have won that. All I needed to do was move one of those multiple men over here, and I just lost track of what I was doing. So that is really frustrating, because it was definitely a case of that was in my hands to win. The 12 power from one of these, it would have tied this location. And granted, they would have won that one, but then I could have drawn level here. So yeah, very, very frustrating that. That is a bad 8-cuber. Okay, final one. Let's see how we get on. We're up against Mr. Random. Okay, Sanctum can work in our favour. I don't mind that. That is add a copy to your hand, which I'm not really too bothered about right now. So we'll just play the Human Torch. Carnage is looking tempting at this point. Although Nico's kind of tempting as well with that ability, but let's just do the Carnage for now. Okay, well, what's after Nico? Replace location. Okay. I think for now, we're going to do Hulkbuster. Just make the Carnage a bit bigger. They'll get Sacred Timeline. No point challenging for that right now. Okay. None of this is what I would like to be doing.
Enough said, bub.
We could challenge that Wolverine with Nimrod. Actually, perfect.
Oh, snap.
Oh, okay, that was a sharp retreat. I was not expecting that. I mean, granted, they may have thought, oh, he's drawn Phoenix Force, run. But, yeah, I hadn't. Okay, so I do like to do this when we've been doing some battles on rank climb. Okay, so they're pretty bad. I'm not going to lie, that 8-cuber really wrecked it. But our lookout 5 games, 50% win rate, it's below par that. I'm not going to deny that. Now, I think if I went on a bit longer, I could get that into positive net cubes and a higher win percentage, as far as maybe mid-50s to closing in on 60%. But honestly, this is what I was saying at the beginning. Right now, the meta is not really great for Phoenix Force. The cards that we've got available are, but I feel like there are just so many things that can either punish move, as we saw with Kingpin in one of those games, or maybe just at times it can be a little bit overcomplicated running it, which is what happened in the penultimate game. So again, what I will say, I think that this is definitely a fun deck to try and play. Probably not a good deck to try and climb to infinite with, but saying that, if you've got some of these cards like Nico, Nimrod arguably, you're not really going to be thinking about using this to climb to infinite, because you're probably going to have better cards available. But if you want something to just, like me, try and mix things up on your way to infinite, this is definitely one of them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, folks. If you did, please hit the like button. Please give an F in the chat for my fail on the that penultimate battle, because that is going to just tear me to shreds in the next couple of days. So all the mocking for it, I will take with whatever pride I can, or lack of pride. Man, that was just horrid. But yeah, thank you for watching, folks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone.